Hey Aquarius, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot and welcome to your second half of March. Time's pretty funny, isn't it, Aquarius? The way timing works, the way that the energies kind of move together, kind of like a dance, and the way that the planets dance together in your chart tells its own little story about your unique and individual experience within the collective experience. Now I say that because an Aquarius is the humanitarian, so without a doubt, knowing the energy that we're in, there is a fire that's lit within each and every one of you at this time. And there's a level of creativity that's coming forth. Aquariuses always find the answers. There's a knowing. There's a knowing, and doors open and curiosity flows. North Node moving into Gemini, meaning that you have to get really comfortable exploring your curiosity. And you also need to get really comfortable stepping into a level of leadership. The light is on you, Aquarius, as Saturn moves into your sign. Right now, as we speak, Saturn is moving out of your 12th house, finally, and moving into your first. And it's going to do a couple different things, but mainly now it's worked through your internal struggles. It's disciplined you in the way that you think, in the way that you operate from places of fear, the way that you escape, the way that you build boundaries, the way that you connect to others. The 12th house is all encompassing, and it digs into matters that you don't even know exist. It's your subconscious. And Saturn just worked through all of that, and now it's going to discipline you. You've earned a level of respect from Saturn, and you walk a little bit differently now. There's a power that you carry, and people are looking at you. And the pieces seem to be coming into place. The players are taking their places on the field right now. And Aquarius, who do you want to be? What side are you on? And are you ready? I think that that's the energy that you're walking into this month. And I think there's a level of anxiety before the story unfolds. Welcome to right now. You're coming out of a full moon in your 8th house, telling me that a major ending has occurred. Something's happened. Something's been destroyed, released, removed from your life suddenly or abruptly. Truths have come out. They've been revealed. Foundations have crumbled. Mars meeting up with Jupiter and then getting ready to meet up with Pluto in your 12th house. This is as deep as it's ever going to get. This is the skeletons in the closet coming out. You also have the sun moving into your 3rd house, into Aries, which is the way that you act in the world, the way that you attract. It's your surroundings, who you are and what you attract to you. And that meets up with a new moon conjunct Chiron. And there's a healing element that's going to come through. And a lot of times we have to reach a level of despair or vulnerability in order to heal something in us that's holding us back. And Saturn will not tolerate holding you back in that way anymore. You've already learned those lessons through your 12th house. Now Saturn's going to support you where it may have felt like it was sort of undoing things in your life. Now it's going to structure and rebuild things for you. Uranus and Venus going through your 4th house in Taurus is another serious placement. And that's why I talk about timing, because the way that these fold out, there's an emotional unfolding here, something karmic, soul level. And that's why I'm talking about, you know, people taking their places in your life, getting together with the people and the products that you need, or you know, whatever the next dream is. The pieces are coming together, and maybe things needed to fall apart in order for that to happen. So 7 of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. I think it's time to move for a lot of my energies. This is what I'm getting is that now is a time to take action, or coming up very soon on that. And it's very important to watch where those actions are coming from. Sevens talk to me about divine intervention. You know, and it talks to me a lot about Jupiter, and Jupiter joining with Mars in this fire sign. I think walls are getting really torn down for my Aquarius. Anything that you've hidden from others it no longer serves you. You know, if you were at jobs that didn't bring you joy or fulfillment in any way, they've come to an end. If you were in relationships that didn't fulfill you, they just simply ended. The universe is taking these things from you, and it just wants to narrow your focus onto what really matters right now, Aquarius. And it's a wake-up call. The Tower clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 7 of Pentacles. So now we have a 7 of Wands and a 7 of Pentacles, and I'm talking to you about the number 7 being divine intervention. What you were no longer willing to put effort in had to go. Okay? And 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Cups. Again, it's no longer willing to juggle the things that you don't truly love. You know, and being able to focus on what you really do love. And when I look at this, the center of the reading, I do think that there is something that you really, really love. Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Now, if this is somebody that you're dealing with, then this is a pretty substantial person in your life. And because they're embodiment of everything you could possibly want, clearly because you are offering them the cup of love. So there is love there. But I also think that this is someone that you look up to, someone that you respect. And I think that they're the perfect mix between groundedness and stability and dependability. There's a level in which you can trust this person. You could form healthy relationships. You could rely on this person. But they also bring Queen of Wands. They bring that passion and that drive. There's an electricity. There's that attraction component that keeps you interested. And so it's working on all levels. And your challenge card for this month, well, this 2 weeks I'm looking at, probably 2 to 3 weeks. The challenge, ironically, is the Nine of Cups. So why would the wish fulfillment be a challenge card? Yet another 7. 7 of Cups in reverse. Now you have 3 7s on the table. So Aquarius, whatever energy these queens are representing, and even if they're 2 people, this is going to get real interesting. But you do end up with the fire sign, the person that drives you, drives your ambitions, which could lead to a lot of confusion on your end and needing to rethink that entire decision. So be careful there. If you are dealing with an earth sign, they are your wish fulfillment. You are looking for dependability and stability in your relationships more than anything. And that's what Saturn's going to bring to you. Now, those were just a couple of short messages that I saw within the cards. But overall, I think the energy is to be really careful with your ego right now. When I see 9 of Cards in a challenge position, I just see somebody that's just full of ego. And they may be protecting themselves or their things a little too much. Is there a level of greed? Or you're not willing to share with this person? You may be offering them love. But you may be real choosy in how much they get. And you may use it in a manipulating manner. Or you may use your physical belongings, you know, say manipulating somebody with the kind of car you drive or the house that you live in or the things that you own, the clothes that you wear kind of thing. There's a need to release the ego here, to check it. And I think especially if you are looking to deal with a Queen of Pentacles, an earth energy, somebody who is grounded, if you are looking to attract to you something that is dependable and can grow and bring abundance, if that's what you're looking for, then you cannot impress that person with material items. They can get them themselves. And that's probably the energy of the fire sign as well. I think you have to be prepared to bring a lot more to the table regarding this connection or this relationship. And that means really having to relinquish the illusion that you have so many options. I think maybe some Aquariuses are pretending or wearing a mask portraying to be someone they may not really be. And maybe their ego is getting in the way from realizing that the universe is handing them the one, and instead of embracing it and offering love towards it, there's an immaturity, like you want to play a game here. And you don't want to play a game. Because I think you're sensing, the Moon card, that there's much more to the story that's about to unfold that you don't even know yet. Things are about to happen that you can't even imagine, and so you need to be real careful about who's on your side And you need to be really careful about how you get them there. If you can attract somebody to you at this time, someone to be on your team, to experience the hard times with you, someone that you need to possibly rebuild foundations with, if you can attract this person by simply showing off your money, your wealth, and your material goods, it's probably not somebody you're going to want on your team in the long run anyways. And Aquarius, you're being asked to step up and lead, so good decisions are really necessary right now. If you go after a Queen of Pentacles or a Queen of Wands energy, let alone someone that embodies all of those qualities, they're simply going to treat you like a child, and you will be humiliated. You will be so humiliated that your instinct will be to completely disconnect and back away. But the divine is not going to allow that this month. And so, as many times as you want to hurt yourself, draw a boundary, protect yourself from what you know is meant to be and what is exactly what you need and what's being handed to you by the universe. And if you continue to act like it's a game and treat it as if it's something that is an option, you're going to continue having to swallow your pride, apologize, and start at scratch. And the universe is just simply wondering how much longer you have to do this. How many more times do we have to do this before you understand that this is at stake? Ultimately, everything that you want, everything that you've wished for, every seed that you planted is just right there. It's like right there, and you sense it. So how bad do you want it, Aquarius? Is it something you're willing to offer with your heart? Is it something you're willing to commit to? Or is it going to be another game and another karmic cycle? You're being asked to follow your instinct. Trust in the niggle. What is the niggle feeling trying to tell you? Again, there's a knowing here, Aquarius. Saturn is giving you the strength to trust it. In crescent moon, this is coming up for all of my air signs. It would probably come up for every person in the entire universe right now. 1 second, I'm just going to grab a sip. Okay. Sorry, so thirsty, talking a lot. So the energy is coming up because we're in a time where we feel like we need to retreat and pull back, like we're being restricted. You know, like as if we were under a quarantine, couldn't leave our house, couldn't find proper groceries, if panic was setting in, if we didn't know what was going to happen with our economy. You know, you're familiar with that energy right now. So we're in a time in which we have to be really careful about what we use our energy on. That you need to focus on the things that really matter right now, because that's what's going to come to fruition. The journey, there will be delays, right? Cancer in the first house. I'm sorry, not Cancer. Saturn in your first house. There will be delays. Because anytime that you want to take a shortcut, anytime that you want to avoid an important matter, anytime that you want to play a game instead of having the big grown-up conversations, anytime that you want to avoid the big elephant in the room and pretend like everything's okay, the universe is going to snap back at you and it's going to tell you to grow up and try again. So that's what this is doing. It's just strengthening you to go out, and the way that you approach things is the things that you'll attract. So if you're approaching things with honor and dignity and morality and humanity, then those are the qualities that you're going to seek back in the person. So again, being conscious, of the energy at this time and how you're using it. And the Hilarion in reverse. Now, this is a major arcana, and I wanted to read it to you because for some reason, this card struck me as something that was kind of unique. The card came up in reverse, but just so you guys could see it better, I'm going to put it upright as I read it to you. When Hilarion appears reversed in your spread, it's a sign that you've lost your focus, or you could have become totally illogical about an issue in your life. You may feel confused because you are deceiving yourself about something or someone. This reversal could also reveal that there is important information may be unknown to you. No matter what's troubling you, it's time to bring your logical mind back into focus. Turn to Hilarion for help and then create the strong intention to do your part. Open up the lines of communication in your spiritual and personal life. And above all, let this master of knowledge and truth help you be more honest with yourself. When you see yourself and your life truthfully, all confusion will disperse. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying with the Moon card, you know? The 7 of Cups in reverse. The 3 sevens on the board. The divine intervention that's all over this. And then the 2 energies that you pulled. One of them I'm going to read to you. I'm trying to save time and my voice. I'm really having a hard time communicating, especially with the air signs, for long videos. But the Mouse energy. This is a person that is a little bit neurotic, a little bit frantic. You know, I feel this Virgo full moon energy. There's a nervousness in which you're trying to keep yourself busy. And I think maybe that's the impression that you're bringing into this situation. You may be lost and busy in work when really you're just avoiding the big grown-up conversations that you need to have. So watch. Just to make sure that that's not an avoidance tendency, that that's not an escape mechanism that you use that keeps you from dealing with the things that really are being divinely guided for you to address and work out during this Chiron transit. And then you got the Sea Serpent. This is a cosmic energy, and I really want to read this to you because I think, again, this just really hits home on the essence of this entire reading. Sea Serpent. Healing emotional wounds, expressing desires. The sea serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know that what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it unfolds. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to express our true natures. Again, Saturn is going to keep making you come back and redo it over and over again until you step up and you use your brave courage and your creativity. I know I can get through this reading. I know I can. To make the changes that you need to make in your life, Aquarius. It really is an exciting time. Just be really careful to, let your guard down and just be you this month. Don't try to impress people. Just be you. All right, lots of love, Aquarius. I'll see you in a little while for the April readings. Bye.